Overview. The recent reforms in the Philippine educational system bring to light the importance of the role of teachers in ensuring that initiatives to improve the teaching learning process are implemented efficiently and effectively. In order to these reforms to take place, it is necessary to have teachers who will support these initiatives. Thus, the need for teacher leaders. Teachers play a vital role in ensuring the success of the implementation of the educational reforms in the country. In this module, it will put emphasis on the teacher being leaders. A. Defining leadership. Leadership, learning and influencing others. This part from definition of leadership to the leader's role in encouraging others is from Dubrain, AG, 1994, applying psychology, individual and organizational effectiveness. Fort Edo, New Jersey, Prentice Hall, INC. Effective leadership has been evaluated as the most important factor in moving organization forward in a complex and competitive world. To achieve such ends, effective leadership is needed at all levels from supervisor to top executive. The reason leadership is important can be found in its definition. Leadership is a process of influencing others to achieve certain objectives. Leadership involves influencing the activities of an individual or group in efforts toward reaching a goal in a given situation. However, unduly coercive tactics are not part of leadership. And if influence is not exerted, then leadership is not exerted. An employee who performs satisfactorily with almost no boss contact is not being led. Leadership Management Supervision. Leadership is one component of management, working with and through individuals and groups to accomplish organizational goals. Management includes the major activities of planning, organizing, controlling, and leading. The non-leadership aspect of management job are sometimes referred to as administrative work, while the interpersonal aspect involves leadership. Leadership is regarded as a force that inspires and energizes people and brings about change. The other aspect of management deal more with status quo. Among the leadership aspect of manager's job described in this context are motivation, communication, and conflict resolution. Both good management and effective leadership are important for an organization to run well. Supervision is first level management or overseeing of workers. Supervisors plan, organize, control, and lead as do other managers. However, supervisors spend more time on direct leadership activities than do higher level managers. How leaders use power to achieve goals. Leaders influence others to achieve goals through the use of power, the ability to control resources, to influence important decisions, and to get other people to do things. When power stems from the formal position you occupy, it is referred to as position power. Then it stems from your personal characteristic and skills. It is referred to a personal power. If you want to be an effective leader, you must be able to use power in intelligent and sensitive manner. Personal power has two subtypes. Expert powers is the ability to control others through knowledge relevant to the job as perceived by subordinates. You can also exercise expert power when you do not have a formal leadership position, but receive as having specialized knowledge or skill. To accumulate expert power, a leader should cultivate an image of experience and competence. Credibility must be preserved by avoiding careless statements and rash decision. It is also important to remain calm. A leader who appears confused, vacillates, or obviously panic will quickly lose expert power. Two is referent power, is the ability to control based on the loyalty to the leader and subordinate desire to please the person. The charisma, personal charm, and magnetism of the person is the basis of reverent power. Some of the loyalty to the leader is based on identification with leaders, personal traits, personal characters, and charisma, and therefore reverent power are both based on the subjective perception for the leaders, traits and characteristics all to possession and personal power important. Effectively leaders rarely have and personal power to the get work done. Traits, motivates, and characteristic of effective leaders. Past studies on leadership focus on the traits, motivates, and characteristics of leaders. Trait approach to understanding leadership has been downplayed because the emerging belief now is that leadership can be the best understood when the leader, the group members, and the situation in which they are placed. Effective leader is not solely an executive attribute to the personal traits and characteristics of the leader. A realistic view is that certain traits and behaviors contribute to effective leadership in a wide variety of situations. The following is sampling of the key leadership traits, motives, and characteristics. However, those are not sufficient to lead effectively. The leader also has to possess key skills and take certain action, tricks, and motives presented below illustrate in which leaders differ from non-leaders. Not these are only some of the many traits, motivates, and characteristics. Okay, self-confidence. In every setting, it is important for the leader to be self-confident. A leader who is self-assured without being overbearing, still confidence in subordinates. Aside from being a psychological trait, self-confidence or self-assurance refers to the behavior exhibited by the person in a number of situations. It's like a being cool under pressure. Courage. Study of 200 US and Japanese managers indicates that courage is an important leadership attribute in revitalizing our organization. Managerial courage involves of manager giving voice to ideas that deviate from current thinking because the manager believes they will product improve benefits for the organization. Sometimes the ideas recommended change. At other times, the ideas advocate maintaining the status quo. Internal locus and control. Effective leaders believe they are the primary causes of events happening to them. A study has shown that supervisory leaders with an international locus of control are favored by group members. Part of the reason is that an internal person is perceived as more powerful than external because the person takes responsibility for things happening.